Why does it mean so much to me personally? Why does it mean so much to me personally? Who is MJ Lopez? Where can you get your tickets, etc.? Today is the last day to register. It begins at 5 p.m. today, so it's not something you're going to want to miss. All right, it's off of Shaw Boulevard in Mandaluyong here in Manila. He is my mentor. He is the facilitator. He is also my friend. He is the reason I moved to Manila. So we're going to talk about that, talk about Success Blueprint, what changes have happened in my life, what changes I see happen in other people's lives. Without further ado, we're going to go live, and then give me a quick, brief second. I'm going to share this on some groups, etc., and get going from there. If you can do me a favor, hit like and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and share the video onto your Facebook profile or any groups that you're involved in. Let's get the word out. Philippines needs transformation. We all know this. Everybody needs transformation, not just the Philippines, but we're living in the Philippines, so let's help them. So I'm going to go ahead and get on my phone here real quick and just start sharing. So give me 1 second. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below. I will gladly answer them. There's some of you like, why is the white guy the one that has a Filipino mentor? It's real simple for me. But let's get this done first. Just sharing it on some groups and some channels, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so we got that done. You guys ready to go? Got your questions in? All right, so what is Power Talks and who is MJ Lopez? MJ Lopez, he's essentially the Filipino Tony Robbins. The Filipino Tony Robbins. What do I mean by that? If y'all know who Anthony Robbins is, I have Tony Robbins books. I read them right here. Right? He's essentially the Filipino version of him, except it's 1,000 times more affordable. Except the fact that I actually understood him better than Tony, and now that I've went through and been around MJ, I actually know and understand Tony Robbins' material even better. It's simpler for me to comprehend, especially the way mentor MJ breaks it down for us at Power Talks and does frameworks and also does interventions and live coaching. So where was I at? Oh, about a year ago. I'll just put it this way. About a year ago, we had an agency in Surigao. I'd ran an agency for about 6 years or so here in the Philippines. And totals, had good times and bad times, but had been screwed over a lot. A lot of the same patterns over and over again, making, if you will, the same stupid mistakes, right? But never getting out of it, and always kind of like, why does this keep happening to me? How many of you guys out there probably have had it happen where something just keeps happening over and over again, and you're like, why does this keep happening? And you don't understand why. Well, the reason why is the person looking back in the mirror hasn't changed and hasn't been transformed and hasn't learned its lesson. Hard lesson to learn is generally, if there's a problem, you're probably a part of it. That's one of the things my mentor taught me, is extreme accountability. So at this time, last time I got screwed over, and it was with a major part of me, right? My business and just me in general, and friendship, etc. And it was with a Filipino, of course. And I got to the point where I was just like, listen, I totally checked out. I was not leading my family. I was not leading my team. I wasn't even leading myself. And I didn't want to see another Filipino, to be honest. And we had our family living with us. Even them, I stayed in my room most of the time. I did not want to be around nobody, right? So when I say I checked out, I mean, I checked out. And I had three options on the table. Option one being move back to the States. If I did that, I would need a visa process to bring my wife back and our daughter, Lila. And that's a long process. I didn't want to do that. And you got President Trump, who's in office, and it's going to just make it a hassle. Number two, Dubai. Number three, check out, if you know what I mean. And I fought with suicidal and depression and all that stuff a lot of my life. And my wife, I remember her coming out. If I could get the video, I would. But she came out. She sent me a message. I remember she sent me a message on Facebook Messenger. It was like, hey, go watch this guy. And it was MJ. And I got the message on my phone, and I was just like, I ain't watching no fucking Filipino. I don't want nothing to do with a Filipino. I'm done with Filipinos. I'm done with the Philippines. Stay to myself in my room. Me, myself, and I. Fuck everybody. Right? And then there was one time I came out on the couch. It's a recliner couch, leather couch, nice couch. And I was just sitting there, reading, because I still read, was still trying to get myself together. And she laid down on me, laid her head down, and put on a big screen TV. So she basically forced me to watch MJ, and she turned on YouTube and put on MJ. And you got to understand, I don't know Tagalog. I know enough now to know what people are saying, to put it together. But I could see in his eyes that he wasn't plastic. He was real. He wasn't a fake. He wasn't a phony. And some things he said started hitting my heart. And when he did that, there's a saying in the States, we have kindred spirits. It's like something in him pulls me. And so when that happened, this was around, let's say June or so, I wound up buying the course, Success Blueprint. And from Success Blueprint, I bought Ultimate Mastery. Now, or Self-Mastery. So I bought Self-Mastery, and then I bought Ultimate Mastery. The good thing is all of his courses are in English. So I go through and I purchase Success Blueprint, purchase Self-Mastery. It's very affordable. If you don't have it, comment below and I'll send you the link. But matter of fact, literally, it's made such an impact on my life. Everyone in my staff are required to go through Success Blueprint. It's a part of my, if you will, curriculum or employee or staff training. Okay. So I decided, hey, let's move. I wanted to come to Manila. I use it as an excuse. Hey, I got some awardings. You see all the awards behind me and stuff. They're up there. I came to Manila to receive some awards, but also I used to gamble and play poker. So I came to Manila around August of that time last year to play poker, and it's one of the largest poker tournaments. I have since, obviously, I don't play poker no more. Nothing around poker at all. Number one, it's against our religion. Number two, it's a waste of time. And my mentor does not gamble, therefore I do not gamble. I came here and I started attending Power Talks. It was the first thing I said, because I was watching him at the time, and I remember seeing CM and Sir Henry and all these young guys. I was like, how are they getting around MJ? And it's like, I don't think y'all really know the privilege that you have to even be around him, because it's like, the man is a multimillionaire, and he's training and teaching these young guys just, how to be successful. And it's essentially, you're around Tony Robbins, right? But here's the deal. It's like, so I've been watching them and watching all these guys, watching all the success they're having. And so I come here, and then I started attending Power Talks. Still playing gambling, still doing poker, still doing all this stupid crap. I was 100 and almost, at that time, I was like 179 kilos, right? Largest I ever been was 179 kilos. And basically 389 pounds, huge. I got the pictures, I got the documentation to prove it, and everything else. I mean, let me see if I can pull up my photos. This is a photo of me so you guys kind of see where we were at. So here it is. This is one of the photos. This one right here, I was 179 kilos. Now I'm 106 kilos. That happened in less than a year. I've always struggled with weight loss all my life and managing my weight. And since I've been in MJ space, it seems it's not a struggle at all. Give me 1 second. It's shutting my door. That's all. It's not a struggle at all. And I work out with them even now, probably 2-3 times a week. I'm around them a lot. But that's where I was at when I met him. We went to a resort together called Resort Sylvia at the time. He sold it recently with his mother. But and then when I met him in person, I remember it's just like, he's the same on YouTube as he is in person. And I actually had him come and speak at a conference I did back in Surrey called Digital Impact. That was the first time I met him. And then when I came to Manila, of course, I came for a resort, and then came to Digital Impact, and then I moved here. Started going to Power Talks. I didn't even know this, but he actually kept doing Power Talks. He was going to stop it. And then I started coming. He's like, well, I gotta keep going, because William moved to Manila to be around Power Talks, because it's a community. That's one of the key tools that he gives you and has developed, is this community in which I can get around other people that are successful, more successful than me, successful as me, and people with the right mindset. That's the number one thing, the right mindset. It's not about the strategy. I can give you the best strategy in the world, but if your mindset is jacked and screwed up, you're going to mess up the strategy. And so the more I got around him, he actually started speaking more English. He went from Tagalog back and forth between Tagalog and English, and so I could understand. And I went through Success Blueprint. I'm going through Self Mastery as well, but then I also went through his program SB Lead. Now SB Lead is like Unleash the Power Within, which Tony Robbins does, which costs basically 1 million pesos to go to. It's really expensive. His programs, at the time when I met even MJ, I was looking at Tony Robbins' coaching courses and other coaching courses, and all of them, like Tony's coaching courses, you're talking about millions of pesos. It's a lot. It's like 20 grand or more to go through all of the stuff I wanted to go through. Why? Because I knew I needed transformation. I knew it. I knew I was screwed up. I was broken. My body was only a result of it. My life was a result of it. My marriage was a result of it. My team was a result of it. And I needed change. I needed it fast. And so I moved to here. And then I became MJ's first platinum. Then I became his first platinum partner. And out of that, we actually became like best friends. And I talked to him every single day, multiple times a day, a lot of times, just checking in, seeing how he's doing, how I'm doing. And having him in my life and in my family's life has radically transformed us. I remember hearing my daughter one day saying, and then she's in tears, she said, "I'm so thankful for you, MJ, because before you came in our life, our family was falling apart." And it's true, we were. My daughter would stay in her room, my son would stay in his room, me and my wife would stay in our room. And even when we woke up, me and my wife weren't around each other. We loved each other, but we were hurting because of all the crap we had been through. And we needed transformation. It's not even a matter of I wanted it, I needed it. It's a life or death situation. And yeah, so we came here and went through it, and now to the day, I actually serve on MJ's staffing team. So I'm actually his chief of staff now, and I serve in SB lead his staff. I serve on his staff in his power talks and any events he has. So if you have any questions about them, just let me know, and I will gladly answer them. But yeah, he's just been life-changing for me. Good morning, Chona. Chona, good morning. But yeah, having him in our life has been not only personally. So for example, I went from 179 kilos to now I'm at 106. So that, just to put that in perspective for most of you, what is that? It's like 179 minus 106 times 73 kilos lost in pounds. That's 160 plus pounds lost in a year. I look younger. I have more muscle. I look better. I'm fit. I'm healthy. So that part of my life alone was worth it. Not even counting everything else. The thing is, when you start changing your mindset, everything else just clicks. And so why do I like Power Talks? Power Talks, if you want to know where to go get your tickets and come out to it, just go over to mjlopez.ph. And you can scroll down, you can see, you see everything. This picture of me right here he has on here is probably when me and my wife, probably about 5-6 months ago. He has some of the old pictures of me. This is at Digital Impact when he came to our event in Surrey to speak. This is at Power Talks. But yeah, you can check it out here. You can get it here. It's literally the Course to Success Blueprint is only $12,000, and you can get it there. If you want tickets for Power Talks, right? Just go over to powertalks.ph, powertalks.ph, and get your tickets. Your tickets are only 1,500 pesos, basically $20. And the thing is, after you do this, after you fill this out, what he's going to do is give you a personalized, it's going to be personalized through your breakthrough assessment, meaning every single Power Talks is different. So based on what you guys enter in on your assessment, he makes custom a bespoke talk about it. So whatever you're struggling with, whether it's personal, business, relationship, you put that in there and he's going to discuss it. The other thing he does at these events, which Tony Robbins does, everybody does, is he does live coaching. He does live coaching. He literally live on the spot does coaching for you guys. And the thing is, it's not like, he doesn't have information about you except for what you've told him. I'm just looking at my book real quick. And so what you need to do, for example, be honest, come open, come wanting to change, come wanting transformation. And what he does is he'll do a live intervention a lot of times, and he'll break it down. He's like, "Are you open for coaching?" And when you stand up and say yes, he's going to give you frameworks to make radical transformation. The key, though, at Power Talks is not just coming and let it go in one ear and out the other. Is to actually implement and take massive actions, actually to implement what he teaches you. Because for me, even with me, if I came to Power Talks and it went in one ear and out the other, and I didn't actually do it, I didn't actually go through the work, then I'd be sitting right where most of you are. It's like, even to this day, I go through all of every one of them. I write down my notes all the time, everything. You can see me just like everybody else. I take notes all day long, and I go through my frameworks. I go through self mastery, like right now, even on my spreadsheet of my daily tasks, which I'll show you guys. I go through it every single day, and I make the changes that I need. William Jones needs these changes just like everybody else. So, don't think just because I'm some white guy, I don't need change. Now, the ultimate question, I know people will be like, well, why would you choose a Filipino mentor when, you got to understand, I didn't want to be around Filipinos. Let me show you. This is my spreadsheet so you guys can see it. So this is my sheet, how I structure my day, my daily habits, right? Calculate how many of these I've gotten done, what percentage of it, August, right? Then percentages, and I can look at all this stuff and go, man, I'm really moving. I'm really getting a lot of this stuff done, right? Versus some of you guys look at it and it's like, you're not getting much done, bro. Not getting much done. That's why a lot of your lives are all screwed up, because you're not tracking your habits. So I track my habits. And right now I'm going through, like I said, self-mastery. So what I do every quarter of the year, I go through Success Blueprint again and self-mastery again. I do that because every time I go through it, I see new things. I make more changes. And so if you don't have a ticket, go over to powertalks.ph. It's powertalks.ph. So that's where you want to go. Now, if you want, for example, Success Blueprint, then that's at mjlopez.ph. But Power Talks is where I advise everyone to start out at. Get your ticket there. It's literally 1,500 pesos. It should be a 10,000 peso event or $200 event. You get with him that you're talking about from 5 or 6 o'clock until 9, 10 o'clock at night most of the time. He charges 100,000 pesos, or basically $2,000 for 1 hour of his time. So you can imagine what radical transformation, he's made in my life. He's also a business partner of mine now. He owns equity inside of Wolf Forge. I've been burned, like I said, I've been burned so many times and everything. So you got to imagine what it really took to make that radical transformation, and so it means a lot to me. And when I tell you guys, hey, you need to be out here, He makes radical transformations on the spot. It's real transformation. My wife, she's also a part of it. Ma'am Dietz, she's a part of it. She's a lawyer, big time lawyer here in the Philippines, has NDA, so she can't really talk about it, but she works in with government type officials. Then you got Ma'am Faith. I remember her, Ma'am Faith. Ma'am Faith was one that originally we rode with when we went to meet MJ at his resort. Then you got Janney. He had lost 2 million pesos, lost his marriage, lost himself. He's a great guy. Then you got Captain Marlin. I mean, so these are some of the type of people that you're around in the community. MJ gives you, once you become a part of Success Blueprint, then he gives you access to a lot of this. But imagine Power Talks, you get access to that for only 1,500 pesos. He does live question and answers. It's a live event. It's custom per event. It's not the same thing over and over again. Like a lot of these gurus out here, they say they coach, they say they own multiple businesses, but I promise you 100%, most of them are fake as crap. And but MJ is not. He's the real deal. He is the reason I'm still here. He's the reason I live in Manila, where I'm at. And I hope to see you there. My entire team will be there. Okay? My family will be there. Me and my wife and my son all serve as part of the staffing crew. It's a very immersive seminar. So I'm there, my wife's there, my son is there, my oldest daughter is there, and we're all serving. Then besides us, I have 2 members of my staff that are also serving. Ma'am, I'm in Sir Ting and Argel Ray and Sir Lynn. So looking forward to see you later there too. Ma'am Lisa is also here watching. Ma'am Lisa's staff. Sir Henry will be there. So they both serve. Sir Henry's with media. The whole media team's there. I mean, the whole setup. You got to imagine he's got million peso cameras. $20,000 cameras. He's got multiple of them. The whole event is set up in a professional manner. And it's not an event you want to miss. Like I said, it's completely immersion. Immersion is so important at these events, and it's very important. And that's why MJ set it up, is because transformation, one of the key factors in transformation is being immersed. So even us as staff, when we're there, we're completely immersed in the event. We're there to serve you guys, help you guys, but we're there immersed in the event. So can't wait to meet each and every one of you. Once you come, just feel free. Come up to me. Come up to Ma'am Lisa. Come up to my wife, Rowena. We are there to help you guys and serve you guys in any way, shape, or form that we can. And come open to change, because the reason why your life is messed up, your business is messed up, is because you need radical transformation. So remember to start your day with love and gratitude. And once again, my name is William Jones, and I will see you later today. It's going to be off of Shaw Boulevard in Mandaluyong in Manila at 5 p.m. Make sure to get your tickets now. Get your tickets now, because they are limited slots. This is not just open to, I'll just show up. Well, maybe you show up and you don't get a ticket because there's not that many seats. He limits it to, about 50 people, if that. That'd be our max in that room, I believe, Ma'am Lisa. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, and I know we got quite a bit of the tickets sold. So I need you guys, if you are interested in going, PM me, message Ma'am Lisa, message Sir Henry, anybody. So pin Power Talks by MJ Lopez on your Waze. So if you get a Waze app, just pin Power Talks by MJ Lopez to get there. So, and let's go. Let's make it happen. So appreciate you guys. I was just talking to CM yesterday. You gotta imagine, CM now works for me. The guy that I used to watch that encouraged me. Hey, I was watching, was like, this guy's like 18, 19 years old, and he's around this businessman's like Tony Robbins. Now he works for me at Wolf Forge, and he also does some of my video editing. He's at my gym last night when I'm working out. I remember telling CM, I said, man, just a year ago, I was watching MJ on YouTube thinking, how are these young guys around him? Now I'm around the young guys, and I'm at Power Talks, and I became his platinum, and he's a partner in my business, and I work out with him, and he's a best friend of mine, and I've lost 160 plus pounds. So, I mean, just in a year, how much change can happen. It's like, I go, wow, man, can you imagine in 5 years where you'll be at, William, and your family will be at, and MJ will be at, and everybody will be at? It's like mind blowing, mind blowing. So, all right, guys, I appreciate you watching, tuning in. So, I look forward to seeing you. Make sure to show up. Remember, how you show up in one thing is how you show up in everything. And I will see you at Power Talks today at 5 p.m. Remember, get your tickets at powertalks.com.